Hello, it's good to have you join us on the news on Pace TV. My name is Stella Ene-Eyang. The chairman of the Economic Financial Commission, Ibrahim Lamorde, has been sacked. It was confirmed by the presidency through a two-paragraph press release signed by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. The president revealed that Mr. Ibrahim Mustafa Magu would replace Lamorde in acting capacity. Report shows that Mr. Magu is an assistant commissioner of police and was also one of the deputies of the former AFCC boss. Lamorde was earlier cited on Monday at the villa for what is believed to be his final meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari as the chairman of the commission. The former AFCC boss was appointed as acting chairman of the agency in 2011 by the former administration under President Goodluck Jonathan and was confirmed the chairman by the Senate in February 2012. The president of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, Boboy Bala Kagama, has warned the federal government not to privatize the Unity School, but rather rehabilitate them. According to him, the unionists will not hesitate to embark on a massive nationwide protest to stop any plan to privatize the Unity Schools. Pace TV's Ekundayo Oyalowo has the rest of the story.
Tracing the history behind the establishment of the Unity Schools, Kaigama said the idea was aimed at fostering unity and inculcating a sense of oneness and national values among Nigerian children. Hence, the need to allow the schools to remain as they are and not create fresh crises in the system by calling for their privatization under any guise.
The facts are therefore for everyone to see that the Federal Unity Colleges or schools are one of the few institutions that help to instill national consciousness and unity in the minds of Nigerians.
The president, who spoke alongside the unionists, said rather than privatize the schools, government should embark on massive rehabilitation of structures in the schools and to train and retrain teachers. The unionists said they will not hesitate to embark on a massive nationwide protest to stop any plans to privatize the Unity Schools. They appeal to all trade movements, civil society groups, and concerned Nigerians to resist any attempts by the privileged few to mortgage the future of education in Nigeria. Ekundayo Oyalowo for Pace TV News.
The United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS has declared Kaduna State the best performing state in the reduction of mother-child transmission of the HIV virus. This declaration was contained in a letter addressed to the Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai by the UNAIDS Country Director Dr. Bilala Kamara at the end of the first phase of the 2015 Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week. According to a statement by the spokesman to Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Samuel Aruwan, indicated that Kaduna State won the prize following a week-long counseling and testing of 84,000 pregnant women for HIV across government hospitals in the state. The statement also mentioned the effort of the state in the reduction of mother-child transmission of HIV, which necessitated the recognition of the achievement by the agency, which also pledged the sum of $14,000 to support Kaduna State in the next phase of the MNCH. The National Judicial Council has sent 30 names to President Muhammadu Buhari for confirmation as judges of the Federal High Court. It was gathered that external influences forced the NJC to send 30 names for the president's confirmation instead of 25, which the Federal High Court originally applied for. A source who is familiar with the appointment process hinted Pace TV News that the NJC at its meeting on November the 5th, approved the final shortlist from the 50 names forwarded to it by the Federal Judicial Service Commission. Memoranda from various stakeholders have started pouring in before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee set up to investigate contract awards for the rehabilitation of railway tracks and the procurement of coaches and locomotives between 2010 and 2014. Sources have noted that a former secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, and 2 former national chairmen of the People's Democratic Party who held very key positions on the board of the NRC were fingered to have taken decisions that were less than in public interest as regards the rehabilitation of the project. More trouble seems to be on the way for the embattled former chairman of the Presidential Task Force team, Abdul Rashid Maina, following a renewed bid by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to track and fish him out to answer for alleged looting of pension funds running into billions of naira. Since he was booted out of office by President Goodluck Jonathan in the heat of allegations by pension stakeholders that he had made away with pension funds, Maina has disappeared from public view, making it difficult and impossible for the EFCC to access and bring him to court for trial. After many failed attempts to pin him down, the EFCC formally approached a court and obtained an order authorizing the agency to arrest and produce the suspect in court. The governor of Osun State, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, has called for unflinching support from well-meaning and wealthy Nigerians to complement the efforts of government in all sectors. Governor Aregbesola made the call while commissioning the newly renovated Comprehensive Healthcare Center at Igbajo in Boluwaduro local government area of the state. He further stressed the need for well-meaning and successful Nigerians to rise up to the occasion by complementing government's effort in the onerous task of socio-political and economic development of Nigeria. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has accused Governor Rauf Aregbesola of inflicting hardship on the people of the state, especially civil servants, for withholding bailout funds rather than using it to pay salaries. The party, in a statement issued by its spokesperson Prince Diron Odeyemi in Osogbo yesterday, noted that the piecemeal mode adopted by the state governor in paying salaries was a further confirmation that the money had been fixed. It added that workers in the state were last paid half of their July salaries, with all allowances being hitherto enjoyed by the removed, stressing that the retirees were also treated in the same manner, with the scores of them being owed up to 6 months despite release of bailout funds to the governor in August this year. You're still on the news on Pace TV. Coming up next is business. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Nigeria may soon find out in the Lake Chad area, according to analysis of a recent seismic 3D data generated from the basin. This disclosure was made on Sunday by the Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Dr. Ibe Kachiko. Dr. Kachiko also noted that for Nigeria to develop the oil and gas sector, certain important areas had been identified for urgent intervention. According to him, some of them are running production acreages with transparent and profitable partnerships to bridge capacity and funding gaps, encouraging investment inflow into the industry, engagement with local communities, and driving regulation to develop the sector's income. Still on business, the continuous fall in the prices of crude oil in the international market has negatively affected allocations to the 3 tiers of government, with statutory allocations recording a shortfall of 1.32 trillion naira in the last 1 year. A breakdown of the 1.23 trillion shortfall showed that Nigeria recorded a negative of 160 billion naira in allocations in the last 3 months of 2014, while the balance of 1.16 trillion was the shortfall for the first 9 months of this year 2015. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday in an interview recalled that the situation degenerated to a level that the federal government had to help 27 out of the 36 states to pay salaries. Coming up right after this break is sports news. Welcome back. The Golden Eaglets of Nigeria won the FIFA Under-17 World Cup title in Chile after edging out Mali 2-0 in a pulsating encounter in Vina del Mar, Sausalito, Chile, early Monday morning. The victory ensured the Eaglets retained the title they won in 2013 in United Arab Emirates, UAE, and it is the fifth Under-17 World Cup title for Nigeria. The feat was achieved against a resolute Mali side who were playing for the first time in the final of the Cadet World Cup. It's still good news in sport. Nigeria's Falconets beat their South African counterparts 1-0 in Johannesburg on Sunday to qualify for next year's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Papua New Guinea in an aggregate of 3-1. Falconets won the first leg in Abuja by 2-1 with leading scorer Chiwendu Ihezue netting a brace. Ihezue also struck after 16 minutes in Johannesburg to win for the Nigerian ladies. The Falconets reached the championship game at the 2012 and 2014 FIFA World Cup only to be upstaged by Germany on both occasions. Eyimba Football Club yesterday won its 7th Nigerian League crown after the club held Warri Wolves to a goalless draw in front of over 40,000 fans at the Eyimba International Stadium in Aba. Eyimba needed just a point in its final home game against closest rivals Wolves, and they did just enough to get the job done. The People's Elephants clinched the championship with a round of matches to spare, as the club has 69 points, 6 points clear of Warri Wolves. And finally on sport, President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the Golden Eaglets on their unprecedented 5th Under-17 World Cup title won in Chile on Sunday following 3-2-0 defeat of Mali in the final. Following the 2-0 defeat of Mali in the final. In a statement by Femi Adesina, his special advisor on media and publicity, President Buhari said the Eaglets' victory clearly indicates the indomitable spirit of Nigerians, which is still active. President Buhari applauds the exemplary zeal, determination, commitment, hard work, patriotism and soccer artistry which the youthful Golden Eaglets put on display throughout the tournament to win the championship for a record 5th time. It's still the news on Pace TV. Coming up right after this break is entertainment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Budding singer and MTV Project Fame Season 6 third runner-up Niniola Akpata, simply known as Niniola, has noted that in the little time she had spent pursuing her career, the music industry has been kind to her. She further indicated that the industry is very gender-friendly. On a sad note, veteran singer Alariwo of Africa is reportedly ill and is in need of funds for treatment. Rotimi Williams, popularly known as Alariwo, is currently suffering from a disease and has been suffering from the disease for some months now. Alariwo needs the sum of $130,000 to treat the ailment outside of the country. He was a popular face and voice back in the 90s with his hit song Yawago Gas featuring Weird MC. And on the foreign scene, Kareche Tran is receiving praise from France after revealing in a new interview that she is learning to move on from her former relationship with Chris Brown and find happiness despite her tumultuous history with the loyal singer. Kareche opens up that while she's struggling to date again after splitting from Brown in March, she's focused on learning from her past mistakes. Kairechi called off her long-term relationship with Chris Brown after learning that he had fathered a child with model Nia Guzman. And that has been the news on Pace TV. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Stella Ene Ian. Bye for now.